going on, man?
Nothing. How are you?
I'm good. I've had a couple cups of coffee in me. I'm peeing vinegar.
Yep, I had my pre-workout this morning, which we switched to a different one that apparently has 350 milligrams of caffeine, one of which is a slow release, I guess, like a timed thing, which I thought was cool.
Oh, so you got to do math before you go work out?
No, I just drink the fucking thing. The problem is it makes me jittery as fuck. I'm going about 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I have not gotten to go to the gym yet. So I am... yeah, if you are annoyed with me normally, buckle up or turn this bitch off, because this is not going to be for you, because I'm going 1,000,000 miles an hour today.
Coked up.
I just told him before we went live that everyone else can just turn the podcast off. You and my wife live with the podcast, and it never stops. So this is how I am all the time. I'm going to say your wife gets it worse than I do, because I don't live with you. Oh, yeah, she always has to listen to me talk. I hope that she enjoys our conversations, but
she probably gets excited when you have like road trips and you're like, "Oh shit, quiet time! This is awesome."
No, we usually don't listen to the radio. We just talk the whole time.
I'm talking about when you have a road trip and she's home with kids.
Whenever I'm gone. Oh yeah. No, she always says she misses me. Maybe she just lies to me and she just enjoys the peace and quiet.
That's just her being kind. That's what.
I like to believe that my wife actually loves me and likes spending time with me. Thank you for your negativity, asshole.
I was just saying, because my wife's like, oh, yeah, my wife misses me about bedtime, but throughout the day she goes, oh, it's so quiet, and like I don't have to like put up with your antics. I go, yeah, that's fair.
Like, you're supposed to love the antics. That's what I keep telling my wife, that you're supposed to love me for all of my antics and the fact that I never shut up.
For better or for worse.
Yeah. Like, I don't like when we're doing podcasts, this is our conversation before the podcast. This is our conversation after the podcast. Like, we just talk all the fucking time. Normally, we actually had to talk about that the other day, where I was like, we just need to start this cold, because if not, we're going to sit here and talk for an hour, and then we're going to get back on here and be like, oh shit, what are we going to talk about now? But we always figure it out. So
that's very true. Very true.
I wore the tank top this morning. We have a show tomorrow, and I was dressed for the gym this morning and have not went yet, but just in case Mr. Donkey Man or any of the luchadors came back, I thought I would wear the tank top this morning.
Who's the Donkey Man? Honky Donkey Man?
Yeah, the Honky Donkey Man that's fighting against Logan Myers for the Signal 10 Championship tomorrow at the Clay County Fairgrounds at 6:30 p.m.
Get your tickets. Well, you can't get your tickets anymore. You have to get them at the door, and that's your fault for being late, because they're more expensive now.
That was a seamless transition into a plug for Signal 10, by the way. I was very proud of myself there.
There you go. Oh, yeah. And speaking of plugs, I don't have his logo up, but we have received our first Rumble sponsor.
Oh.
It is Campbell Lending Group. He is a show sponsor of that one. So thank you to Justin Campbell.
I thought you were going to say the Honky Donkey Man was going to be selling plugs tomorrow. I knew he had a bunch of new merch coming.
Oh, dude, I keep thinking the honky, like you're like legit talking about the honky tonk man.
No,
not Mr.
Knight, Mr. Jackass. You really didn't figure out what I was.
I knew the first part, but then we moved on, and you said the honky donkey man, and I'm thinking, oh, the honky tonk man's got new merch. That. I'm like, well, I'm glad he's staying relevant, but
nope. Mr. Knight is unfortunately back at the show tomorrow. So my hope is that he just gets beat by Logan and goes back into the island of irrelevancy, or as he calls it, his retirement tour. But either way, I'm hoping. I've learned just not to give him any more energy. I've learned to admit when I was wrong, and I thought that he was just a pandering jackass that would say whatever he needed to do to get people to like him. But he's also a coward, and so I do have to admit where I was wrong. I did miss one, but kind of a coward. I walked up to him and tried to go at him like we agreed upon, and then I assume once I took the jacket off,
got kicked in the balls. That was it.
I know. I walked up there ready for a match. I walked up there into hostile territory ready for a match. So it's irrelevant now. He had his chance. He had his moment to try to, square up with me man for man, but he chose not to once again. So I no longer am going to give him any more energy starting right now. I just thought I would explain.
Okay.
I hope that he just gets put out of his misery tomorrow and we just get to watch him fade off into the dust.
Well, we'll see. We will see what happens. But this past Monday night on Raw, we got to see a Gunther, Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that promo was awesome.
Dog. Pat McAfee might be one of the greatest talkers in the business today.
Phenomenal. Because he's just like it's that passion. It's that he just has that ability to talk and be real, and that's what he was doing. He was just being himself, and he's just phenomenal at talking. It's so fun to watch. Again with like I don't know how the wrestling communities reacted to it. I know there at first it was like, oh, if we get Gunther versus McAfee at Backlash, it's gonna suck, whatever. But I mean, it's fun. It's wrestling. Like everyone knows what it is. Just have fun with it. It's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, but if Big Papa Pump is really showing up with Pat McAfee, dog,
that would be sweet.
That would be awesome.
I saw Gunther is the most likely Goldberg last opponent. I
heard that.
I saw that this morning too.
So the thing is, this McAfee. So here's what I see. Here's one of the scenarios I see playing out. I don't see McAfee going over clean on Gunther. Like, I just don't. No. I mean, McAfee's an athlete, but at the same time, you're letting a commentator beat a former world heavyweight champion. Yeah. No, I don't think so. There's going to be some hubbub, some stuff, and either Goldberg interferes in the match to let McAfee win, or something. That's how they're going to set it up, and that's my prediction.
Yep. I think you're absolutely right. That makes total sense. I didn't even think about that because
if Scott Steiner's there, you got a WCW guy. And then you got Goldberg coming in. And it could happen? Probably. Will it happen? I don't know. But I'm not going to read the dirt sheets either.
Well, but that's where the dirt sheets in the wrestling community, I wish, would stop. And because then you get this, you get to watch, like back in the day when they had Rodman and Karl Malone on, was it Bash at the Beach? Was that what they were on? I can't remember.
I think it was Road Wild.
Oh, it was Road Wild because it was all the biker stuff.
Well, it's either Road Wild. Yeah, because the next year they had Jay Leno in.
Yeah. But same thing with Jay Leno, you get those fun, it's wrestling. There's that comedic thing. There's it's not a UFC fight card. It's a variety show to an extent. It's all forms of entertainment kind of molded into a big spectacle. And it's the coolest thing ever. And again, the wrestling community, I wish would just back off of it. Have fun and talk about it. Dream up cool storylines, because all it does is give them more ideas and things to play off of. So that's awesome. But the constantly downing every single thing they do, everything the wrestlers do, any fucking mistake. And it's oh, you're all just miserable in your own fucking lives. So you're just nitpicking anything you can while you can't. Again, I've made that that comparison with Jey Uso whenever he clipped the ropes on that dive. And then these people that probably can't even walk up a flight of stairs are freaking out, yelling about him, botch it, how he shouldn't be this and that. And it's this motherfucker's devoted his life to building his body and doing these things and beating the fuck out of himself. And these people are sitting down there eating a bag of chips with a Mountain Dew, talking shit about him not being able to jump out of a ring. And it's man, just have fun and enjoy wrestling. Everything in life doesn't need to be negative. I've kind of fallen into that. We've talked about that a lot on the podcast and stuff lately, but it's so easy to fall into that negative mindset, especially when you're trying to push things like this, or the world's just kind of designed for that. It's man, just go back to everything being fun with wrestling. I believe that was originally what we started this show for, wasn't it? Was to just talk about the cool shit that we like in wrestling that's fun and enjoyable. Talk about hypotheticals and, ooh, what if they do this or what if they do that? But it was never meant to be a downer of oh, everybody sucks. Triple H can't book. All the releases recently, you're not, but you're not there. You don't know what they're what the budget is, what they're being told by the board, what they're you have no clue what's going on or what these people are being said to, whatever. So you just kind of but I think it's just that they've opened the curtain so much that you allow everybody in.
The thing is with me, as a human being, what all wrestlers do, all professional athletes do is it's amazing to see what kind of how you can make your body do things like that. Yeah. But me, so I will never say, oh, this guy's terrible. Look at this. Because you know what? I can't do it. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to do some of the stuff they do. But now as a character. Like Dominic Mysterio, I cannot stand Dominic Mysterio as a character. He might be a nice guy. I don't know. But like, I will not say, "Oh, look at that move! He didn't accomplish that move worth of crap." But you know what? That's like fun.
Very sweet kid.
Huh?
Yeah. But it's that's kind of been the downfall of it. Like they can't even. Oh, are you losing me? I feel like I'm being stone colded right now. What?
What?
Okay. I think that's been part of the problem. Is like you can't even create heels anymore. Because if you go too offensive, everybody's fucking offended and whiny because you were too hard and you were too real and you hurt too many people's feelings. But then you get like a Cena heel turn, and now the same people who have like been assholes to him his whole career are now like these smart ones that are cheering for him. And it's like, oh, you kind of ruin wrestling, you dipshits. Like just enjoy the thing in which, and I guess maybe that's on the wrestler, maybe getting people to hate you. Like, I guess going a little harder into that and figuring out how to, you got to do it in a way to get, like, I guess what Dom's doing. Like, he was able to give you that snarky, that Eddie Guerrero-esque, and, like, he got that crazy boo and then almost turned it into I think Triple H was talking about that the other day, that he, like, flipped it into this organic thing where everyone's cheering for him now, and then he just needs to stay doing what he's doing. They already love you, just keep being this snarky, cocky asshole. But I think MJF at first was doing it, I think, very, very well. Randy Orton back in the day played that where you just like, damn, this dude's like wild. Like he's doing crazy shit. Cause people are way smarter and the information is flowing way more now about wrestling. So you kind of have to figure out, I guess, new ways to piss people off. But I think that's such a good, that realism and just like kind of what Cena's doing right now, where anytime they turn, he's just like, fuck you guys. And he's just being super honest and telling them like, all right, no, you're all pieces of shit. Like this is what I'm doing. No, fuck you. And it's like, he's kind of doing that stone cold, but just being very real with everybody and just telling people to fuck off. And I hope he keeps going harder and harder with it, where you start pulling out all this bullshit, these insecurities. Like that would be so awesome just to like watch him torch a crowd and legitimately like just motherfuck people, calling them out for their bullshit. It would be awesome. Just start handing receipts on Twitter, like go full bore into just meltdown mode on all of the fans that do the shit that they do on Twitter. It would be awesome.
It would be. But now I've got some Dinerverse news. We've been all over.
Let's talk about
the big leagues. Let's get down to Dinerverse where I have more fun. So we had NWA Chicago last Friday, and I talked to one of our Dinerverse superstars this morning. Eric Surge was there at NWA Chicago. He took
on busy man is Eric Surge.
He is a very busy man. He took on Jack Vaughn and Dalton McKenzie. That was just a complete Dinerverse match there. And then NWA Chicago finally crowned their first champion, and there he is with Billy Corgan, the owner of the NWA. Mario Pardua is your NWA Chicago champion. So,
what is their title?
It's a belt.
No shit. I was trying to see, is it like it's their logo?
Yeah, it's got their logo. Billy Corgan's got, if you go to the NWA Twitter, you can see a better picture of it. He made a video about it last week, hyping that show up. But yeah, so Eric Surge making his NWA debut.
Is that a weekly show or is that a like monthly type?
The territory shows or just NWA?
Like the NWA Chicago, like is that just like they travel around and go different places or?
Well, NWA has Power, and that's like their main show, but where they go to the territories and they'll do some tapings and stuff like that.
Okay.
And they've got like and you can only watch NWA Power on Twitter. So it tells you every week, like, oh, hey, here's around the territories. Like I have their lineup for the next month on my notebook.
Oh, okay.
And it just kind of helps me. The problem is I can't find matchups ahead of time. I have to go back because they post their match results after the show, so it's always like a guessing game on all that. But it's fun. It's just
NWA. Send us your stuff. We'll put out graphics.
Yeah, like give us the stuff ahead of time, and we will definitely.
We'll hook you up. That'd be fun.
Now we move ahead to OVW Rise. I just watched it this morning. The first thing,
lots of cool stuff.
A lot of cool stuff. Lovely Miss Larkin showed up. There was a promo with Sophia Rose, Freya the Slayer, and J-Rod. I believe next week. Okay, I'm not going to screw it up. In the future, there will be a triple threat match for the OVW Women's title.
Good job.
But then Freya and Sophia had a little altercation, and then out of the left field, here comes Lovely Miss Larkin just beating the absolute crap out of Freya the Slayer because of that stupid knife thing she's missing.
Why do you keep calling it that? You are very disrespectful to Lovely Miss Larkin. Why do you keep calling it stupid? She has a knife and she's going to stab your ass with it if you don't quit calling her names.
Well, Freya threw it in the crowd. We were there when she threw it in the crowd. Luckily, nobody was hurt.
Incredibly irresponsible by Freya to just chuck a knife into a crowd of humans. But, but becoming a very, very big fan of Lovely Miss Larkin, I quite enjoy the crazy.
Okay. That explains a lot. Anyway.
Yeah, she's just one of my people.
One of your people.
Yeah.
There was a scramble match. The winner receives a Rush Division Championship opportunity that faces Super Z. It was a 7-man scramble, and it featured the Obsidian Angel making his debut. Somehow the debuting guy got a title shot, but anyway.
That's amazing.
Exactly.
Hey, sometimes you know the right people in the right positions, and you get to progress in the world. That's why it's always good to have friends in wrestling. We've learned this.
It's good to have friends in high places.
Yep.
Jake Painter. QTD, I like that guy, the Richard Simmons of wrestling, as I call him. Showtime Shanklin, Justice Davis, Brandon Davis, and JJ Lawson. The debuting Obsidian Angel won that scramble match, so he will face Super Z at a later date.
Nice.
Then we come up to Al Snow in the ring. First time we've seen Al in a while, I think.
Yeah.
That I've seen Al in a while. He was talking. He invited Eric Surge out and talked about how, Surge won the national title against Doug Basham, the leather daddy or the Dommy daddy. I don't really know. He wears a lot of leather.
Is that what you called him, the Dominatrix daddy?
Yeah. I call him Dommy Doug.
Is that what you came up with?
That's what I came up with because that's a lot of leather, pal.
And I think instead of trifecta, they should have been called. I think your astonishing ass kickers was right on point as well.
I think so, but I guess they didn't like it.
That's
too offensive. But so Surge is out there, and Al said, "Hey man, that title's got a lot of dirt and a lot of grime on it." So he says, "You're getting a new title belt." And now Eric Surge is your OVW United States champion. There's that picture. I have another one. I actually put shit on here too.
Look at you. Oh man, my bad.
Yeah.
Looking good. Love the
Eric
purple
Surge
shirt.
Looking good in the purple shirt.
Spoiler alert, I'm going purple tomorrow.
Well, there we go.
You got a new jacket.
You're going to be shiny and purple. Just so you know, I think your buddy, the Jackass, has a purple gear too.
Oh, we're going to match. How cute.
Yeah. Now you can smooch each other later.
I think maybe this is just meant to be because it's going to be like his early retirement. So we're all it's going to be like a spectacle of his last. He's posting the last ride. It's going to be when Logan scissor kicks his fucking head off.
No, maybe. But afterwards, Mount Kadeem comes out, and he ends up challenging Eric Surge for the United States title. June 14th.
That is a large gentleman.
Dude, he is huge. He's gigantic.
However, I would love to figure out what size shoe he wears, and I want to send the diner to sponsor him. I think he would look badass with that green suit and a pair of cowboy boots. That would look fucking badass. And then he could just stomp people's face in with badass cowboy.
You mean his tracksuit?
No, he's wearing a full green suit.
Oh, I thought he had a tracksuit on.
I think it's an actual suit. I could be incorrect. If it's a tracksuit, then we need to send him some I don't know, some Travis Scott's maybe, or something along those lines. But
you know how much those things cost?
OVW champion, and I feel like some cowboy boots would look real good with the green.
Part of that Revolution stuff. They obviously need to up his pay.
Well, then there you go. Advice from the diner. I think that he would look badass in a pair of cowboy boots.
There we go.
Black or brown. I think you could go either way.
Yep. Then we move on, and we have the OVW Tag Team Championship. We had the Loud and Lawless defending against the trifecta of Ashton Adonis and Brandon Beretta.
And shocker,
the trifecta wins. Anthony Katana does get the assist.
They could have went with the trifecta, the shocker.
That's the shocker, pal. But there you go. Just read between the lines, pal. The trifecta is here. That is former Diner Podcast champion Ashton Adonis.
Clearly, though, moving on to bigger and better things. Hold on. The OVW tag titles.
I'm just letting you know we're gonna drop Mr. Adonis off here. This right here. So if you don't know, our two former Diner Podcast champions have moved on to bigger and better things.
Oh, it's like
hang on, let me finish my promo, pal.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Come on now. Ashton Adonis moves on and gets the gold in OVW for tag team. Sam Knight is your Battleground Pro Wrestling heavyweight champion and also the RCW Outer Limits champion, or maybe RPW. He's the Outer Limits champion. I totally apologize for butchering that. All I'm saying is the green strap, it's like the green thumb. You're destined for success. It's not about your years of hard work, the blood, the sweat, the tears, the training, the bumps, the bruises, all that. It's you get the green thumb and you move on to success. So He-Ho de Appalachia, you're getting ready to get a rocket ship.
Got the rocket booster. We're like the good luck Chuck of professional wrestling.
Yeah, you stop by, you peg us, you move on.
Yeah, you spend your time with us. We have a great night together, and then you propel yourself into bigger future endeavors.
Exactly. And then also on my list, because I do research like everything I do this in like 2 hours. That's pretty cool.
It's awesome. Then I just get to sit here and talk shit.
Yeah. Well, I got to shout her out because I feel like we're family. On Ring of Honor, the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion Red Velvet defeated La Catalina to retain her title.
Awesome.
So I had to.
Yeah. Fellow Red Velvet
graces, so she doesn't like hit me with copyright infringement because I've already cleared it with my wife. Well, I didn't. She wasn't happy. I said, "Hey, if that happens, I'm legally changing my name. Legally."
Yeah. Then you don't have to worry about it. That is hilarious, though. That I would just stick with my name.
I like Red Velvet too much.
Fair enough. But do you like the actual flavor of Red Velvet?
Yeah, I like Red Velvet cake.
Well, good.
Yeah, it's good.
How was the Red Velvet cookie you got from what was that place called? That
Top Rope Bakery, I believe.
Yeah.
It's good. Because I had to throw one away. The cherry Wyndham got too soft and gross.
Ooh, okay.
So I had to toss it. But
I see that. That's my favorite type of cookie is when they come right out of the oven and they're still soft and gooey. I would take that over a hardened cookie or I guess a cooled cookie. I don't know, hardened is not really the right word.
Well,
cooled cookie.
It wasn't because it was right out of the oven. It's because it sat in a box in a hot truck for a day and a half.
So kind of like an oven.
Kind of, but it wasn't fresh out of the oven. It was old out of the oven. I'm like I felt it in the packaging and I'm like, yeah, I'm not even, because I was going to give it to, I gave some to the kids and I was like, nope, you're not getting cherry Wyndham. Sorry. So,
well, the Colt Cabana banana bread was delicious.
That was good. The Colt banana bread. Then what I have, the wild Samoran cookie, and then the Red Velvet, whatever. I had one other thing. Oh, the Blue Meanie. Oh. The Blue Meanie was so filling. It was a lot. But anyway.
Physically had the Blue Meanie. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to have a fucking heart attack.
Yeah, that's why you need to get to the gym, pal.
Oh, damn.
Looking ahead.
Don't take pre-workout on an empty stomach and then not do anything. I think my heart might explode.
May 10th. Tomorrow is a busy day in wrestling.
Oh. Yep.
We have, first off, we're going to start at the top. We got WWE Backlash in St. Louis.
Oh, yeah.
Then we have the NWA territory. NWA New Mexico double feature is going on. Then we get to the local stuff, more important to us. May 10th, Hybrid Championship Wrestling Born to Battle. They've announced some matches. This is the Wrestling Revolver Remix Championship. Champion Crash is taking on Christian Rose and Isaiah Moore. Then we have another triple threat. Gaston LaRue versus Logan Myers versus Thomas Heim.
Thomas Heim making his debut?
Yes, he's making his debut. Controversial debut.
I thought so.
Yeah. Then we have an open challenge. Cole Radrick was scheduled to take on Dalton Davis. Cole Radrick, what do you call it? Had an injury. We'll just
had an injury. Just had surgery, I believe.
Just had surgery. So now champion Dalton Davis has issued an open challenge. I'm looking forward to see who it is. So there's that. Also, Signal 10 Wrestling Turning Point. We'll be going on at the Clay County Fairgrounds. Get your tickets at the door. We have first match here. Idris Wolf taking on the BEA's Avery Hertz. Then we have BEA, the new leader of the BEA, Elijah Eros, taking on Shiloh Greaves. We have Andre Stray making his debut, taking on the sheriff of Shotgun City, Clayton Clark.
Does he have a twin brother by chance?
He might.
He looks very familiar.
He's got a face only a mother would love. Then we have this is one match I'm really looking forward to. A hard-hitting matchup. They did exchange some words in their promos, so there's a little bad blood brewing. We have strictly business Brandon Beretta making his debut at Signal 10 Wrestling. And who better to face him than Mr. International, 40-plus countries wrestled in, Jake Oman.
That's going to be, not only was that already going to be a badass match, but then Brandon Beretta drops a video to Signal 10 Wrestling that was absolutely brilliantly done. Wonderful, wonderful job by Brandon Beretta, sparking a response from Jake Oman. And I think we got some, not only was this already going to be hard hitting and possibly contending for match of the night, but now we have this animosity via these videos back and forth to kind of add to this. And I am incredibly excited for this one.
I am too. I'm excited. Then the next match. Ooh, Mr. H dug deep. I think Mr. H was upset that, his guy, Ashton Adonis, was defeated by Hijo. But Hijo de Appalachia, his first Diner Pod championship defense is against the Mammoth, Donovan Cecil. Donovan making his debut, and he is probably the strongest man in Kentucky. And now he's got to go up against the Hillbilly Luchador.
But the Hillbilly Luchador, when we talked to him, has been up in the mountains ready, and I believe he has been training to hunt and take down a mammoth and retain the title. And again, either way, we win. We either get a Mammoth as the Diner Podcast champion, or Hijo shows what a legitimate strong force he is. And either way, the Diner is aggressively winning in this situation. And I love that the title is actually like mirrored up with the picture of the title.
Yes. Let me adjust. There we go. And then we have the heavyweight title match. Sam Knight cashes in his case. He's doing it honorably, giving the champion time to
attack someone from like an honorable position and not from behind, or attacking them for trying to hand you something, or for facing you like a man, or for trying to go eat lunch. It's really cool. I'm glad he's starting to turning point. He's turning around. He's going to be less of a coward. I like it.
That's why Mr. H called it turning point. He's turning point. But Logan Myers, 2 matches, 1 night. Will that?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Will that hinder him a little bit?
And very, very interesting. Did not think about that. So which one will deem first? Logan Myers is going to, obviously not too far away from each other, or HCW and Signal 10. So very, very doable. I guess we'll have to find out. He might be a little exhausted from that triple threat match, and I hope not. I hope he gets Sam very fresh, because I would love to see him kick his head off, retire Sam Knight, and then go on to go ahead and win him a triple threat match. Like, that's a heck of a night for an awesome talent like Logan Myers, and I think that'll be a phenomenal way. He'll walk with the Signal 10 championship and go win a triple threat match at HCW, and then go out and celebrate his victories. That sounds like an incredible night for Logan Myers.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But once again, Signal 10 Wrestling tomorrow, Clay County Fairgrounds. Doors open at 5:30. Wrestling starts at 6:30. You will not want to miss. This card is loaded.
Absolutely.
Mr. H has outdone himself. Once again, I'm excited for it.
This might be one of the most stacked cards Signal 10's ever had. Like, top to bottom, there is not a match that I'm not like aggressively looking forward to on this one. That's a loaded card.
What's going to be match of the night, do you think?
Oh, man. I'm going to be selfish here, and I'm going to go Cecil and Mammoth, just because you have two ridiculously athletic, gigantic humans that are all about just seemingly brute force, and I think that has absolute potential to steal the show. And then you have the Brandon Beretta, Jake Oman, that's phenomenal. You have two phenomenal talents, and Jake Oman, 40 countries. Brandon Beretta, obvious young and up and coming, just won the OVW Tag Champions with Ashton Adonis. Has that Braun Breaker, I'm going to run the fuck through you style. And again, Jake Oman, well-studied, well-traveled, a trainer. That is going to be, it's just a phenomenal show. Every match down the card, Idris Wolf, Adri Hertz. Idris Wolf has an incredible ripcord spear. Avery Hertz been incredibly in the gym, looking phenomenal, coming back with a new mentality. Clayton Clark, Stray. I have not met Stray. I think we may have met a couple of his relatives at times. So big,
a couple doppelgangers.
Yeah, big athletic man. Clayton Clark, always absolutely stout and strong. One of my favorites at Signal 10.
And you got Eros and Greaves.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Eros
phenomenal.
He's good, and he can take an ass kicking. I'm going to say that right now. I don't like him, but it takes a lot to keep him down. I will give him his flowers on that.
But you don't like him because he's good and because he's aligned with people that are smart and do things the right way and win. And unfortunately, it just tends to work wrongly for you because you like to play to these pandering jackasses that it's not real. That's why people don't like when you're real, when you're honest, because you seem like you're being mean. No, I just don't care. I'm going to speak my mind. You get people like Sam, it's like, woohoo, everyone cheer for me. I need attention. It's gross.
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to the show.
Me too. It's going to be so much fun.
Great time.
If you have not been to Signal 10, not only is this card stacked, you get to listen to us scream and do the ring announcing, and if you sit close enough you can listen to us scream and do commentary the whole time as well. But you will not be disappointed. It is a very, very fun show, and if you are over in West Terre Haute, absolutely the same for HCW. An incredible show. It'll be a blast. Go check them out.
Absolutely. But now it is time to go back to the past.
Back in time.
We're going to go back to Brazil Championship Wrestling or Butt Crack Wrestling.
Oh, I got to pull that logo here momentarily. We are at war in Brazil.
Trying to get us copyrighted here.
What did I do?
It's still playing sound.
Oh, my bad.
We have Puddle of Mud going.
That is my fault. I did not know it was not muted.
It's all good. Ooh, starting off, Mass American, Camo Dan taking on the Big Dog and Crusher.
Ooh, is this our tag team debut?
It's not ours. I don't know who you're talking about.
Oh, shut up. Spoiler alert. We are Camo Dan and the Masked American.
Look at that. Oh, yeah.
And for anyone who watched last week or the last couple of weeks when we have deemed this Butt Crack Wrestling. Okay, so little context to this. I learned how to do effects on my editing program. So every single entrance, I believe, has an effect over it. We also realized that fireworks stores were open and that we could purchase fireworks and create effects for our entrance. So what you're watching is Camo Dan. I believe I had grenades and a gun, and we smoked it. And then we came in with guns, and that was what the explosions were. And there was a lot of chaos. And it looks like we are in the world of Avatar.
Yeah. Well.
So, context.
He's wearing orange pants.
The poster brown. And I believe everything orange is actually blue. You are actually blue. The Masked American is blue.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm just trying to remember what pants he's wearing.
We were supposed to fight for the tag team titles tonight. Does it look?
My shirt just says Camo Dan.
Take 40. Do you know what that means? Camo the Dan. There you go. That makes us tag champs. And now we're issuing an open challenge to anyone that wants these titles. Oh, there! Who's coming out now?
What just happened there? Cannot hear shit. It looked as if we just deemed ourselves tag team champions.
I did.
Okay.
Well, because we're facing the Reaper and the Irish Barbarian. The thing said CJ Spike and the big dog.
Oh, so at some point they no-showed, or we had to call an audible.
They no-showed on us, man.
Man,
I think there was some insecurities in front of the camera.
There was some backstage heat.
Must have been. Like the Reaper's gimmick. He's got military boots and football pants.
There we go. This was towards the end of the BCW tenure, I believe.
It was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, this was towards everyone. Oh, Camo Dan takes a shot from the Irish Barbarian.
Oh,
Masked American not having it.
The Barbarian. Oh, big splash by the American.
Ooh, throwing a couple more rights. Irish Barbarian is stumbling. Oh, a little hip thrust into a last right. Has him out on his feet. Oh, little.
There we go. Look at that tag. Beautiful.
Camo Dan struggling to get into the ring right now.
Oh.
What are you doing? Looking at your phone?
I have TikTok live going, so I'm actually got it facing the camera so they can see.
I'd hate for you to get a tripod or something so you don't just put it on your face the whole time.
That's better.
Oh, Camo Dan splashed into the corner. Oh, ref does not give a shit that
Billy Dragon, he stuck to the referee. He was terrible.
His partner was strangling me in the corner, and no one gave a shit.
Well, that's BCW for you.
Whips it hard into the ropes, and Camo Dan goes down. 1, 2, no.
Whip it. Whip it
not
good.
Enough.
Whip it good.
I need to make the screen bigger. I can't see shit. There we go. Oh, DDT.
Man.
The quality, why did I leave the filter on it for the whole show? Why? I think
because you were proud of it.
Avatars was I do like the orange canvas.
Wasn't it orange anyway?
No, it was blue. Everything that was blue turned orange. I think his pants were blue, or it was gray. And then everything brown or white was turning blue. We looked like avatars, and our posts are all blue. Oh, chops him off the side. Carrying well in this one.
Oh, I think the referee was smoking a cigarette. Look at that! Look at that pin. What are you doing?
And then Charlie Browned it in the ring while making the count.
I believe it was raining too during this.
Yeah, well, every once in a while you see the umbrella clip into the top of the screen there. The cameraman, I believe, was holding an umbrella to make sure that nothing got on the camera. Thankfully.
Chaos has ensued in this tag match.
Chaos ensues in every match in BCW.
I feel like I'm in Danville, Illinois. Oh, Irish whip. Oh, but Masked American has tagged in.
Uh-oh.
He almost
Masked
fell.
American is running around in circles. Reaper is... Irish Barbarian tries to stop. Just playing a little cat and mouse with him. Smart move by the Masked American.
Well, you might as well. I don't want him ready. Here comes the Barbarian. Tagged himself in. The Reaper did not look happy about that.
Oh, runs right into a clothesline. Why the fuck did we put a sheet down?
So we wouldn't slip and fall. It's raining.
Oh, fair enough. So it was more for slippage and fallage purposes.
Oh my God.
DDT into the mud. The Masked American.
Somebody call 911.
Down. What's the number?
911.
Got it. Back in he goes. Okay, it definitely is blue because your mask is orange too.
Okay.
When you just got close to the screen.
Got the Irish Barbarian here standing at 6'10", weighing at 142 pounds.
has the masked American. Oh, I thought out on his feet. Why am I like how we're just not going to tag.
No, we didn't know.
No, we didn't. We just left you in there to the wolves. It's Irish Barbarian was beating the hell out of you. I should have tagged in there and
you left me to the barbarians. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, see, you were fine. I had faith.
Oh no, what's he setting up?
Oh, he kisses him and kicks him in the gut.
Couldn't get my leg high enough. Camo dared that. Oh wait, he changes the pin.
Changes the pin. Oh yeah. Little thrusting action. All right.
All right.
So, did we just steal the tag team championships and then go out and defend them? Is that the gist of what just happened?
Oh, the Reaper just. Oh. I'll give you a synopsis here in a minute.
Knee to the face of the Irish Barbarian leaves him down.
Well, in defense of the Reaper, the Barbarian did tag himself in when the Reaper wasn't ready.
So that makes sense.
Oh, we got a promo. We got a promo.
Shit. Hold on. Back a little bit. All right.
GM of the day again. That hardcore match starts now. Get back in the ring.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, we got a hardcore match, baby. Bonus.
Oh, where's the other competitors?
You don't worry about.
I love that the masked American Camo Dan had so much pull in BCW. Oh, well, Jared Scott, is he going to come out? Where might he be?
Oh, my Lord.
Weirdly enough, I bet he looks shaped oddly like Camo Dan.
He no-showed.
Well, I'm guessing I have to go back and change, jackass.
There's been a lot of no-shows. There's been a lot of no-shows in this show already.
I'm going to assume I'm getting ready to run out here momentarily.
Well, let me break down why. So the Camo Dan and the Masked American were scheduled to face SL Crusher and there we go, Butt Crack Wrestling. SL Crusher and CJ Spike. They were the defending tag champs. SL Crusher obviously had a prior engagement because the dog was now thrown in, card subject to change pal.
Okay.
But then I guess the dog decided he wasn't a big dog is what he thought. So he no-showed and left CJ Spike screwed.
Oh, see, I didn't.
So they forfeited the titles. Forfeited the titles, and the upstanding citizens that the Masked American is and Camo Dan is decided to issue an open challenge, and then the Barbarian and the Reaper answered the call.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go pee and answer the call. Are you good for a moment?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I've drank like 6 bottles of water and I'm about to piss my pants.
We got Austin Ryan in the chat. How we doing today, buddy? Everybody's gassed. Oh, we had another promo. I guess Masked American is the GM today on this show. So here he comes. I got a booger. There we go. Jared Scott has arrived. It looked like he looks sore. Oh, okay. Thank God it auto-played. Jared Scott's hit the ring. Oh, hit with a Tide bottle. The Barbarian is going berserk. Kind of looks like a berserker. And then, hard shot to the face. Yeah, you left, and then it goes empty. Thank God autoplay happened. Jared Scott shows up.
Oh,
you look like
I just swung that cookie tray like a bitch.
Like Hulk Hogan, huh?
Oh, there we go. I swung that one good.
I mean, Jared Scott does have the upper hand. These two other guys just wrestled a match just before this.
As did Jared Scott. He was just under some camo.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Those are two separate characters.
Well, unfortunately, BCW was a rosterless society, so we had to have extra characters to make it seem like we could put on a full show.
We had 8 guys. Maybe. That was on a
Most
good
of
day.
the time.
We had 8 guys in 10 matches. How many how that works out?
Yep. Great booking.
Everybody to get their stuff in, pal.
That's why Camo Dan, the Masked American, Jared Scott, the Viper, and Lex Spartan all tend to win a lot. I wonder who was booking this shit.
Well, they're the only ones that showed up most of the time, so you might as well book the guys who show up.
That's a fair point. We had the consistency.
You know, we do what we can.
We were the ones that were like, that was a hard edit. What the hell happened there?
I don't know. I like how the ref is just like, the ref is smoking a cigarette in the ring. What is going on?
It's a hardcore match. Anything goes. The ref knows that BCW already did not have rules, so it really didn't matter.
You did have rules. We had rope breaks and countouts.
Well, he knew he was legitimately irrelevant in this match, other than to count pinfalls. This was going to be, I'm getting whipped with the J channel.
Billy Dragon smoking the Marlboros.
Marlboro Man's the referee.
I've never seen a referee. Oh my good God!
Well, see, I was right. He was wearing blue pants that matched the canvas.
Yeah, he was afraid of getting wet.
At least I didn't put Avatar on all of the filters. What in the hell am I doing? What am I wearing? I got like a turtleneck on.
Keeping it classy.
I'm guessing it's one of those. It's one of those Under Armour cold gear things, I think, but it looks like I'm wearing a fucking turtleneck.
You probably would.
Irish Barbarian takes out his former tag partner. What? I'm not even remotely participating in this match. I'm just doing laps back and forth, avoiding all conflict.
You were like the muddiest guy out there, and you changed clothes, too. How did that happen?
Who knows?
Shot to the... Oh, I thought...
I didn't sell it worth a fuck if he did hit me. I just looked back at him.
You just went in business for yourself, pal. Oh, good God!
There we go. Didn't get him the first time, so we went back for more.
Oh, man. Just stomping a mud hole. There we go.
It goes black. What happened?
I don't know. We're experiencing technical difficulties from 2010.
I don't know what's going on.
The match is over, apparently. Just keep going. All right. I feel like I'm on WTHI right now. The screen just goes black.
All right. Nope, it literally just goes black right here for some reason.
Copyright, probably.
All right.
All right.
Let's go to part 3. All right. We will not know who won the hardcore match.
We'll have to save this for next week. We don't reveal too many secrets.
That's fine. Well, there goes we know who the referee is for.
All right.
We're going out on this. Here goes CJ Spike or JC Spike. I'm sorry.
Got to reset it. Rewind it and turn the sound on. I know he's making noise. He can't be doing it with not me making noise.
Oh, my God.
Now entering JC Spike!
Oh.
Dun, dun.
He's all the way through the ring.
Yes!
Wow, what greatest referee of all time.
Slip and slide all the way through
the ball.
Slide through the ring.
Oh, my Lord, man.
Oh, that was amazing. I love BCW. It was awesome. It makes me so happy to make fun of it now. And soon you can get your BCW, as it's been deemed now, Butt Crack Wrestling.
Crack Wrestling. So.
Oh, man, that made me laugh really hard.
Yeah, dude. That was fun. That was fun. Now we got to thank the people that make this possible. StreamYard. Anyway, Wabash Valley Club.
In our brains.
They lay pipe. That's our slogan, not theirs. Peak Performance Gym. No peak, no results. RJ's Formalwear. They have sweet suits. Stitch Brands. They embroider stuff. And also, I want to thank our subscribers who pay because they like us. And for less than a cup of coffee, you can subscribe to the Diner Podcast and support them that way. 99 cents.
Who is our latest subscriber? You should give them a shout out.
Our latest subscriber was Jordan Gage.
Sweet. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. If you would like to subscribe, go to our Facebook page, and it's right there on our Facebook page. Press the subscribe button. And for $1,
click subscribe.
Not even $1, 99 cents.
99 cents. That's a deal.
You can.
There's nothing 99 cents anymore.
Our dumbasses doing dumb things.
That's right. Absolutely. So, and with that, we will see you next week. Go have fun.
Goodbye.